basically, again, from 5 yards away in under half a second, getting our headshot. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shoot at just waiting for my dot, right? My focus mentally is gonna be on where's my dot, okay? And let's see what time I crank out with that. Okay, so there's a really good center mass headshot, but it's a 0.61. My thought process was, hey, I need to see my dot out there on that target. Not bad results, that's still pretty good for 0.6, but let's see what I'm capable of if I kind of think more about just instinctively using my natural point of aim to shoot, and then I'm already kind of waiting for my dot to be there. My eyes are working much faster. Okay, so that's a 0.38. We nicked the top of the head, right? Still in our accuracy standard. Let's do it one more time. Okay, that one's right next to our other round, a 0.37. That one's also in that A, 0.40. We'll do it one more time just for go. All right, 0.35. I don't know if you can see that. Right? Here's our rounds we just shot. Okay, so why is that feel the same? But the difference is what I'm perceiving or what's leading this engagement. And it's where I'm looking. Something were happening on the target and I was focused over here. And then I looked at this target, but I was like thinking about my body turning to that target. It would slow down the entire process versus my head goes there and instinctively I just turn and act, okay? So we're kind of eliminating something else and it really just makes it much more relaxing to be able to attain what was maybe previously a hard standard. Let's see how we can do 2 shots in the head. Okay, we're almost under the standard at a 0.57 with 2 shots in the head. We'll try it one more time, see if I can get under the standard. 0.53, okay, so we're able to see here how building up less optical tension makes a big difference. Now, the last point I want to show you guys about this, more instinctive with our shooting, is actually from the draw with a handgun, right? Our ability to build a grip generates our first sight picture. This is something that clicked for me in USPSA, and the reason is because a target like this, I would normally shoot at this pace. All right, a 1.65, they're both touching. And I would just constantly wonder with open targets like this, how am I getting smoked? I'm seeing my dot, I'm shooting, I'm processing as much, and I would build up a bunch of optical tension, meaning I'm trying to see too much in a short period of time. Having the same results, but in 1.17, right? And it's a repeatable process. Saw a little bit of dot there, but that's a 1.16. There, 1.09, right? And you'll actually get good based on your grip or how you're holding the rifle at calling those initial shots. Now, if I can start to get behind my dot, great. That's what I want to do. As I'm shooting and I can start to catch my dot, which will just be there as I shoot multiple rounds, that's probably what's going to happen. But for those first 2 rounds, especially if I'm shooting here and then over there, I don't want to waste the time. Does that make sense? 1.83. Big difference. I'm not intentionally doing that. I'm just waiting until I see the dot come back to me. So it's all about the way you're perceiving what you're aiming with, right? Your dot will just end up being there because your focus is not waiting on that dot to see it there. It's 2 decisions rather than 1. Your decision is to bring the gun out. Your first sight picture should be determined right here, especially for these close targets, right? And then what's great is as you work this and push it, you'll push to failure. Like if I move back to 10 yards, then you'll see the group start to spread out. But I would have never gotten this confident at 5 to 6 or 7 yards had I not pushed myself a little bit. So for that headshot drill, I just think that was what was on the verge of kind of being said, and I think that's super helpful for a lot of shooters who are waiting on their sight picture to get there, rather than just working good presentation and then the dot should naturally be there. First iteration, I'm gonna shoot waiting for my sight picture, in other words, waiting to see my dot. Second one through, I will shoot at kind of using my grip to confirm my first shot. All right, so that is a 610. 610, and obviously I took my time on that one to really line up my headshots. All right, 478. 478, I'll have to look at the hits on that. 478 was the time. We spread out a little bit here, but we might have still got our alphas. So there's one Charlie here from that string, everything else was center. That guy's a Charlie, our headshot's there. And we got all alphas over here. Besides, that might be a Charlie. And our headshot's there in a 478. So yeah, that is a good drill. Both of those iterations, to be honest with you, neither of them felt more stressful. One I would say is maintaining a standard and one is pushing a standard. The other one is also understanding that getting the gun up and shooting is going to be a human reaction. If you see a threat in front of you, you're probably not going to perfectly wait until that dot is just sitting right in front of you. You're probably going to bring the gun up and snap to and shoot. Okay, 5:13 is the time, which is not too bad. I had a little bit of trigger hiccup in there, but that's